Hello again, we are at GPeC Summit and I am so happy to have next to me Craig Sullivan, who is here for the second time in Romania. I believe that last year I did the interview as well with you, if you still remember. How was the event so far?
It's great. I've really enjoyed it today. It's not finished yet. There have been some awesome talks and panel discussions so far. It's a really big event here. I always enjoy coming here. It's been a fantastic second trip. I only wish I had more time to spend in Bucharest because it's got some wonderful architecture. So
oh, nice to hear.
Maybe next time.
Maybe next time you'll stay a few days more.
Yes,
yeah?
I would like that very much.
Perfect. Okay, let's go straight to the subject. What are the most common pitfalls for marketers in CRO?
I think the biggest problem is really not working out where to start and why. And if you think of each business like a plumbing problem, okay? So you're leaking money through underneath the floor. You can't fix all of the problems, but you need to know where the big problems are that you can fix really easily. So a lot of people just start and say, let's fix all the problems, but that means that maybe some of the biggest leaks and the biggest issues get left. So in order to do this work, you have to understand how big and where the problems are in your experience and what leak that's causing you. And then you have to work out how complicated is that to fix. So you have a problem and then an amount of fix time. And using this, you can prioritize what you do. So you must fix the biggest leaks first, but also the biggest leaks that are the easiest to fix, that will take the least amount of time. So work out where to start and why first. Don't just start changing things and doing testing. You need to do your research first.
Okay, understood. Well, marketers tend to rely sometimes on too many tools or sometimes too much on technology. What would be your, top 3 tools that you recommend for those that just started to focus on CRO?
Well, the first one I'm going to mention is Google Analytics because, and the reason I'm mentioning it as a tool is because a lot of people get it because it's free, right? But that doesn't mean that it's ready to use or that it's set up correctly. So even if Google Analytics is free, you have to invest some time and money in setting it up properly. Because if it doesn't collect the right data, then you will make very bad business decisions. So that's my first tool. Get Google Analytics and spend some money on it. Maybe half a day or 1 day of somebody's time to check it and make sure it's recording it. If you buy tills for your retail store, you want to make sure that the tills count up the money correctly. That when you look at the money in the drawer at the end of the day, it's the same amount of money as the printout on the till tells you. But with Google Analytics, you have the same problem. You need to make sure you're collecting the right things. Just because it's free doesn't mean it works out of the box. So invest some time. The other 2 tools are Session Replay. So taking recordings of visitors as they move around your site on mobile and desktop, and there are great tools like Inspectlet and Hotjar for doing this, and also Voice of Customer. If you are trying to design a landing page and you think, oh, what should we put on this landing page? Well, why don't you ask people, why did you come here today? Oh, you were looking for this product. Oh, that's useful. Well, maybe we'll put that information on there. So when you have visitors coming to your site, don't sit there and say, I don't know what to do. Ask them questions. Watch what they're doing and measure their behavior. Those 3 tools on their own, Session Replay, Voice of Customer, and Analytics, will get you places that loads of other tools will not.
If you were to choose 2 or 3 startups that online startups that you like in terms of UI, UX, what would be those and why?
Well, there's one I use a lot, which is Airbnb, and the Airbnb experience is beautiful because it's a service design experience. It's not just a website. It is like when you have a play on a stage, the manager of the play is making sure all the actors move around at the right times, that they come on and off the stage. So in Airbnb, they have to make you and all the people involved in the renting situation glue together correctly, and they do a beautiful job of it. It seems so simple and easy, but to make it that easy, they've had to really work hard on the service design. It's an absolutely brilliant product. I'm not surprised they're successful. The other 2 are Slack, which I use a lot with distributed teams around the world. It's absolutely brilliant. It keeps all my conversations and assets and specific things that we're talking about in one place. And the last one is a tool called join.me, which I use for audio and video conferencing, so I can share my screen or cast it to people around the world. The tool is completely free, and unlike things like GoToMeeting, you can get it set up and run it really quickly. Within 2 or 3 seconds, I can have somebody viewing my screen. So this is a really practical, useful tool in my work because my clients are all around the world. So those 3 are some of my favorites right now.
How do you see e-commerce 3-4 years from now?
I think it's going to change a lot. We've already seen with pay-per-click traffic and advertising generally, it's becoming more about programmatic advertising and machine learning. And we're going to see that more. Machines are going to do more work. I would hope that all these forms that we fill out on websites, that we can start to do it with an artificial intelligence or a chatbot. So if I want to make a dentist appointment, I shouldn't fill out a form. I should talk to an artificial intelligence that understands everything about dentists and days and hours and appointments and calendars and stuff. So we can teach a bot to book appointments, to take restaurant bookings, to get a call from an insurance agent instead of a lead generation form. So I expect machines to be doing more of the work. They're not going to take our jobs here. It's just like a big power up that we get to do more work faster. So I think one of the big themes is going to be having machines doing a lot of the work here that maybe some of us used to do by hand. And so marketers need to get familiar with automation and statistics and machine learning. It's part of their futures, and it's coming soon to you.
Considering your experience, if you were to start a new online business right now, what would that be and why?
The biggest opportunity in the market right now, and for anyone listening to this, you should go and start this business tomorrow. Renting a flat in Western European cities and generally around the world is really, really hard. And I'm not talking about Airbnb, which is for vacation rentals. I'm talking for long-term rentals, you know, where I want to live in London and work for 2 years and I want to rent a flat. This process is painful, very expensive, very time-consuming at the moment, and somebody needs to come along and change the whole industry, because renting an apartment sucks right now. It just sucks so bad that if somebody can do what Airbnb did for vacation rentals, but for long-term rentals, then they will make millions. So there's my top tip for you. Go and set that business up today and get it going. It's a winner.
Craig, such a pleasure to do the interview with you. Thank you so much for your time, and I invite you to join us at the event. And good luck with the presentation on stage.
Thank you very much, and I'll see you later.
Thank you.
Bye.